on this episode of Bot vs. Con.
Welcome back, BVC fans. As always, I'm Bobby the Bot.
And I'm James the Con.
And we're back with another episode of the Devastator Wars. This time, we're going to be taking a look at Xtransbots Big Load, or their version of Long Haul. So stay tuned as we jump into more of the Devastator Wars.
This is the Devastator Wars. Make sure to subscribe and consider becoming a member.
All right, so we're back, and Xtransbots surprised us surprised me at least, when they decided to come out with the Devastator. And I think that this is probably what really initiated all the Devastator Wars. They were the first to drop a new version of a figure, and then it just seemed like it opened up the floodgates. So we're going to start with their first release, which was the G1-esque version, and then we'll talk about the more toy accurate version. So with that, here is Big Load in his alt mode, and I think that they did a very, very good job. And now I do have his accessories on here, so I'll kind of pop these off to get a clean version. I think they did a very, very good job with this. It looks like a true dump truck. We do get the ability to actually load it with things and dump it out. So I think they did a very good job. Rubber tires here that you can actually hear them rolling. Again, there's not much you can do. This reminds me of a Tonka car or a Tonka truck. You know, it has a very good look to it. And James, what do you think about this?
Can you put the dump truck back up again? Yeah, that's horrible with the wheels.
With the wheels?
The wheels move when you do it. You can't roll. It's not flat anymore.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, let's see.
Is there a way to do it without that? And it's just because you're holding it?
The wheels, it actually still rolls.
Let me see. But look at it. The wheel.
I do see it. It doesn't look level anymore.
Push it back down.
Yeah, it doesn't look level anymore.
Yeah. Like the wheels move with it. It would be better if the wheels didn't move with, like, because if you do that, it's not going to work. But other than that, the wheels do come down.
Yeah,
they do. Okay. So it's just that's a.
The wheels are tabbed. There's a tab here,
and you can just untab them.
And it tabs in. Yeah, it does tab in.
Okay, well, that's good. That's good. At least, so if you wanted to display it with that, maybe throwing some Energon cubes down or whatnot, you could have it look pretty good. I think it looks great in alt mode. My problem with this particular figure, not the one we're going to look at, is the bot mode looks so plain. But I get it; it's tune accurate. But as far as this alt mode, I'm looking at the picture right here. It looks nigh perfect to what it's supposed to. And let's actually look at that right now. It's a little different. Like if you look at the front, the tune is a little more curved, while this one's more square. But other than that, it looks really, really nice.
Yeah, I think this part in particular, it's a solid bumper all the way across.
Yes.
Where, in that picture, it looks like it's broken up here, and then these are rounded. But yeah, I think they really, really nailed the alt mode, which typically Xtransbots is very good at doing that. The rims, I think, look better, of course, on this. But yeah, I think they did a very good job with the alt mode on this. This figure, I was very surprised about, and so I'll leave my final thoughts when we talk about that at the end. But alt mode, I think, perfect.
Yeah, I have to agree. Yeah. Well,
now I'm not going to transform this because
why not?
There's videos for that. But what I will do, and unfortunately, because I'm not going to transform this, you'll have to use your imagination of what this is going to look like in bot mode because I'm going to use the toy version to talk about the bot mode.
Yeah, so why don't we move on to that, and let's look at this toy version of Big Load.
So here is the toy version, and the thing that I did not like about this is that instead of having tampos, they're stickers. Again, not a huge problem, but I just, for the cost of it, I don't feel like putting stickers on. Personally, even though I do have a lot of stickers sets, I just didn't want to do it with this one.
Well, it's different when you buy a sticker set to enhance a figure versus having to put the stickers on because they should be innately on the figure. There's a difference.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, as we can see, there are stickers here, stickers across here. I did add this myself. And then there's stickers on the wrist. Now, it's not a tremendous amount of stickers, but it makes a huge difference.
Mm-hmm.
And there's also a black head on this one. I don't know if I can. The head is tucked in on this one. I believe it's gray on that one. I can't remember. I'm sorry. But with this, again, I think they really knocked this out the park with the look to a toy figure. It cleans up very well, I think. You would expect, maybe a bigger backpack, especially since this is, a dump truck that is a pretty big figure. I mean, we can see how big that is. In terms of articulation, you do get articulated fingers, which the pointing finger is on I don't know if you can see that here, is on a separate pin there. The other three are together. Thumb, you get articulated thumb, wrist rotation, bicep swivel, and the arms do raise up, do get a full rotation there. The head, you can slide this back, and then you can get the full turn of the head. It also gives it a different look if you like, which is kind of cool. The chest can be switched out. So on this one, you can see that there is no details here versus this one. So you can actually switch out the plate, and this is what it looks like. You do have to do some. You have to disassemble this piece here to put it on, and I just don't feel like doing that. I'm sorry. You do get, which I love hearing. I just love the sound of ratchets. So you do get waist rotation here. You do get ab crunch there, and it tabs in, so it's a really solid connection. And you can hear that. I love that aspect. You do get almost the full. Actually, if you lift up this flap, you do get full, and it's not ratcheted, but it's still a good feel there. Ratchets there, so it does. You can give the big boot. There is a waist skirt in the back. Again, ratchets, so it goes all the way back there. You get full knee bend. And I'm sorry, I haven't touched this figure in a while. You do get some ankle tiltage there. And I like the fact that you get that without having to separate this piece here. I do like that aspect of it. So I think they did a very good job with this. What are your thoughts, James?
So this is, to me, the superior deco. I love the purple. I think Devastator needs purple in every one of the figures. I think this is great. The chrome looks fantastic on this toy deco. The stickers are a little disappointing, but you did a great job putting them on, Bobby. I don't think they look skewed. If you put them on skewed, I'd be like, what are you doing with your time with all the stickers you do? But I think it looks good. I like the fact that that little hood can come down if you want to give it a different look, so you could have a little bit of a difference between the two. I don't like the gun color, but again, that's all preferences. The figure looks okay. I think from the back it's a little messy, honestly. There's just a lot of panels and stuff like that, but like we've seen a few comments, you don't look at your figures from the back. So is it the end of the world? No. But I still think that's a little messy, especially since we just looked at Mecha Invasions, which clean up very well, but I get it, completely different transformation schemes and everything. But I think it's a good long haul. I hated this when it first came out because of the original color scheme, but with this colors, I can appreciate it a little bit better.
Yeah, and I can kind of show this one was completely green
with gray arms.
With everything was green on him. Black arms.
Are they black?
Yeah, because here's the arms here.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to mention there is gun storage. So the weapon on the original was black, and this one does have. They both come with these little missiles that kind of armor him up a little bit. And I forgot to mention this, in the bot mode, they can actually fit on his arm, and so he can actually have the little Iron Man-ish arm missile there.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, why don't we look at this figure with the original tune? And there he is. And color aside, because I understand that we're looking at the toy version.
And
the color's great.
I'll show the, you can see the legs.
Even the little
here.
dot right there, down to a T. I think this figure does look really good. I do think the silhouette's a little off if we look at the bot mode. But honestly, I think that's for the better. I think it looks a lot more put together. I like that he actually has feet, because he does, right?
Yeah.
He actually has feet, while the Toon has like Blitzwing type of feet that I've never liked those. So I like that aspect of it. Yeah. All together, it's a good long haul for Toon accurate lovers. For me, it's not my cup of energon, but I know you're probably very happy with it.
Yeah, I think Xtransbots did an amazing job with this figure. I was stunned by how good this figure was. The transformation. There was one part in the back here where you have to kind of rotate something and it goes over another piece. And shout out to TM Reviews, because if you bend a panel with the transformation, so if you slightly bend this panel, then you're not stretching the plastic, which initially it looks like you have to stretch the plastic. So little trick there, go check out his video on transformation. That's why I don't do transformation videos, but he gives that little trick and makes a world of difference. And I think that they did an amazing job with this figure.
Yeah, I don't have it in hand, obviously, so I can't say amazing, but I think they did a decent job for what they were trying to. I'm interested to see how MMCs and fans toys stack up, because you can't really go too far off of the image we just saw. Are they all going to look the same? Are they going to be different? Stay tuned, and we'll discuss those as they come out.
Yes. And one thing, I didn't want to compare Xtransbots to fans toys or to MMCs or anything until we actually get that release of that figure. So to compare, Xtransbots Long Haul to fans toys Scavenger, I don't think that's a fair comparison because of different characters.
Yeah. So I think the first one we're gonna do is when Mecha Invasions Long Haul comes out. We'll probably show it off with this one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we can actually
so on and so forth, and we'll just keep going.
Yeah, and we'll just add them on. But I think, and actually, James, you did handle this figure a little bit while we were at TFCon, and we were helping set up.
Oh, I did. It was that forgettable. It's fine. It's honestly, it's a fine figure. I actually remember that now. I just held it. I didn't transform it or do anything crazy, but yeah, it's fine. Again, it's not my cup of energon, so it's not going to be blow my socks off or anything like that. So it's fine. But like I said, I'm genuinely curious to see how Fans Toys and MMC, which are doing the same character and the same style, how they're going to make it different and either build upon this or go a few steps back or be on the same, be a side grade. I'm interested to see that.
Yes. And I'm not going to show off the combined mode. The combined mode looked weird. It didn't.
We'll show that off when we have more.
When we have more. But I think so far, if you're looking for a G1, comparison, I think that this one's winning so far. But again, this is the only long haul we have in hand. So I think they did a very good job. And so if you're looking for something G1 related, I would recommend this, at least for now.
Yeah, so let us know your thoughts below. We'll be back soon because we should be getting the mecha invasions in, and we'll be doing those. And then we have a little bit of a backlog of scrappers. We're going to have a lot of scrappers to go through, so stay tuned for those.
Yeah, so thank you very much for joining, and catch you next time on the next episode of the Devastator Wars. To all debates are won.